Apparently, chimps are just as good at starting fashion trends as we are.
And just like humans, the rest of the troop jumped on board, even if no one knew why.
Well, this is Jim, and he doesn't follow trends, unless you count jean shorts, which have survived for decades.
And this is Tab. She claims she doesn't copy anyone, but somehow we've had 3 neighbors all with the same car.
And together, we're Unretired AF. Well, hello and welcome to today's episode of the Unretired AF podcast, the podcast especially created for the over 60 rebellious crowd. Well, today we're going to be talking about copycat chimps. But before we go there, we want to give a shout out to our subscribers. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your support. And if this is your first time viewing our channel, or if you're a return viewer, thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
we would hope that you would consider to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything. All right, so let's set the scene in Zambia. Well, you know, we like to bring you news from around the world that's of interest to the Unretired AF crowd. So today we're bringing you an article from the Times of India, and it is entitled, Chimpanzees Launch the Wildest Fashion Trend of 2025, Grass Accessories.
Wow.
So what happened was in Zambia, the scientists noted that in this colony, or whatever you call them, of chimps, that one chimp shoved a blade of grass in his ear, okay? And for no reason, no purpose, just boom, instant style.
So instead of saying, Sean, what the hell are you doing? The other chimps copied him.
Wow.
That's social behavioral 101. If one kid does it, everyone else does it too, even if it makes 0 sense.
So basically, we're talking about chimpanzee TikTok. But before we laugh too much at the little chimps, let's take a look in the mirror as humans. Well, as humans, we do this constantly. I mean, think about all the fads that we've experienced in our generation. I mean, we had pet rocks. I mean, is that the stupidest fad you've ever seen in your life? And people were selling them and making money.
Making money, man.
You know, somebody left a little rock on our porch from a food delivery.
Yeah.
I think it was a grocery delivery.
I think so.
And left a little rock and it said, "Be happy."
Be happy.
Wasn't that nice?
Don't worry.
But it didn't have a face, so it didn't technically count as a pet rock.
Right.
You know, and then there were Crocs. I mean, we've all experienced the Croc. We don't need to talk about it. The fidget spinners, I never really got into that. That was probably younger people, but maybe a lot of your kids and grandkids might have gotten into it. My kid didn't, but he was the right age. Bell bottoms, of course we did that, right? Platform shoes. We're going to briefly interrupt your program to tell you about something that we think you'll like. Jim and I have been using Stir Water Enhancer for about 2 years now. And what we really like about it is it's stevia sweetened, doesn't have any artificial sweeteners in it, and it also has natural flavors and no artificial dyes.
So here's a deal for you. Go to stirrdrinks.com/unretiredaf15 to save 15% off your next order.
And now back to our show.
I'll tell you what I got into. I got into the stress ball.
Oh, the stress ball?
Yeah. I did. I got into this.
I got you one for Christmas a couple years ago and you didn't. I never saw you use it.
I used it so much I disintegrated it.
I don't believe you. I did get him one. A really cool one. Do you remember it?
I don't.
It was in your stocking.
I don't.
2 Christmases ago. It's so bad. All right. I mean, no one needed any of that shit. No one. But everyone had to have it.
Yep. Well, let's not forget about the avocado toasts.
Yeah, I never got into that.
An entire generation convinced themselves that it was cool to have a $10 piece of toast with a slice of avocado on it.
We're way too frugal for that.
Way too frugal.
Yeah, no.
We pretend we're rational, but really we're just chimps with credit cards. So, let's talk about the great social experiment. You're in a group. You're in a
the
group.
psychological one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What did I say?
Social.
The psychological social experiment. See, I was checking you to make sure
Oh,
you knew what
okay.
was going
Okay. Okay.
on. All right.
I got it.
So you're in a room with a group of people.
Okay.
The task is, what shape do you see on a card?
Okay.
The card flips. It's a triangle, just as plain and simple as everybody could be, clear as day. One by one, everyone else says square. Crazy. By the time it gets to your turn, you're still seeing the damn triangle. Your brain says, what am I doing wrong? What do I do? What do you do? Most people cave. The peer pressure, whatever, they always go along with the crowd. Not because they're blind at all, but because they're wired to fit in. And that's how the truth gets drowned out by volume, which brings us back to our buddies, the chimps.
Right.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Right.
And
don't be hating on us. We know that chimps aren't monkeys, but ape see, ape do, ape funny.
Right. So here's the real question: do you have the guts to say triangle if the rest of the group is saying square?
Right. Right.
I mean, that's the bottom line.
So why do we do this? Whether it's chimps or humans, why do we do this? So why do we copy? I mean, it's not weakness, even though it might feel like it or seem like it or appeared that way when you're looking at the situation. I mean, it's called survival wiring. That's what it is. Our brains are wired that way.
Yep.
And our brains want to fit in with the group because I think we go back to like caveman days, and standing out means, you could get kicked out of the fire circle, kicked out of the cave, kicked out on your own, and you would not survive on your own. You had to be with other people.
Yeah. Copying is all about survival, whether it's avoiding predators or just avoiding the side eye at the HOA meeting.
So where does that leave us? I mean, especially at our age, where does that leave us? I mean, I think what it says about us and our identity is that at our age, we spent decades learning the difference of when to get along and when not to get along.
Yeah.
I mean, we're looking at you, mullets. I liked them back in the day, though.
I used to resemble that.
What were they? Business in the front, party in the back. Is that what they said? You know how you watch our show, nod your head, and think, man, I wish I could get in on this conversation?
Well, now you can. And not in some dusty Facebook group full of ads.
We just launched the Unretired AF Rebels school community, and it's a private, ad-free hangout where we can actually talk to you.
Right now, it's free to join. Become a founding member. Lock in lifetime free access if you join before November 1st, 2025.
Inside, you'll get behind-the-scenes stuff you'll never see on YouTube. And that's going to include group chats with all of our members and member-only challenges and a lot more.
Plus, it's the one place where we can all swap stories, trade bad ideas, and make some new friends who actually get us.
So grab your spot for free until November 1st.
Click the link in the description and join your fellow rebels. At some point you got to stop caring about the crowd and realize, hey, I've got my own style.
Right.
Which is why being unretired works for so many of us.
Right.
We're done following scripts that don't make sense. We want to live our own life in our own style, and we want to do it on our terms and not anybody else's.
Well, and that's what makes us not just unretired, but unretired rebels. I mean, I think many of us have had jobs that we had to conform a certain amount of in our life, and we're just done with that
Yep.
phase. We're
Yep.
done with it. We don't want to, we don't need to, we're not gonna.
Definitely.
Whether it's chimps with grass or humans with avocado toast, we're wired to copy. I mean, real freedom is when you decide when you want to go along and when you take a pass on it.
Yeah. So, follow the crowd if you want to, but don't be afraid to march to your own drum. You don't have to be a follower. You can always be a leader. Worst case, you look ridiculous. Best case, you're a friggin' legend. So, if you're legendary in your marching, if you can put grass behind your ear with the best of them, if you're a chimp follower, or if people follow you, drop us a note in our comments. We'd really love to hear from you. Thank you to our subscribers. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. We're having a blast doing this. We hope you guys are enjoying it. And again, thank you.
Well, and if you like our content, if it makes you laugh, I mean, that's really our goal. There's enough seriousness in the world. We wanted to do a show that would make people laugh and bring a little lightness to the world, even though we sometimes tackle some more heavy subjects. But if it resonates with you and you like it and you want to see more, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. We put out new content. We put out new content. We put out new videos every weekday, Monday through Friday. Well, we're not slowing down.
And neither should you.
And
together, we're Unretired AF.